Brian and I are doing something a little bit different. I used to be a county commissioner on the Fort Boreman Parks Commission here in Parkersburg, and they are taking out the old playground and putting in the new playground and some other items here, and so they're bulldozing the area. And Brian and I are going to go around and try to recover any artifacts that we may get lucky enough to find. We've brought our orange markers so we can mark where this stuff is and plot it, so we can draw our maps for the county commission. And all items will be given to the commission, and they will be put on display there at the Judge Black Courthouse Annex there, where the Sheriff's Tax Department is. Okay, here with Jason Lipscomb. Jason is doing the work here for the Fort Boreman Park Commission, and I know he'd greatly appreciate it if you gave him some of your business. He's doing a great job. He's got his son and his daughter who work for him, and they're running heavy equipment, and couldn't ask for a better bunch. So
we're doing some metal detecting for the Wood County commissioners. They're doing some construction, so we're going to be doing some metal detecting. We'll be giving all artifacts to them. Now I'm going to explain the previous video where we were at the hospital a few videos ago was in that direction, which I'll go up the top and get a picture of it. But the B&O Railroad terminus ran along the point here, which is where that railroad bridge is, and the Juliana Street Bridge. Steamboats would bring stuff from the north or from the south and unload it to the B&O, northwestern branch of the B&O here. And then sometimes they would ferry cars across the Ohio River to the Marietta and Cincinnati Railroad, which was right over there in Belpre. There was no bridges here at the time. The only bridge that was here was right down in this area, which was the Market Street Bridge, and it was a foot bridge. But this has changed a lot since Civil War times. Most buildings are gone, and then of course they put a flood wall in. But this little point right here saw a lot of activity. A lot of Ohio troops came through here. A lot of troops and goods going south to Vicksburg and those areas went through here, offloaded or unloaded to these trains right along this pier that was here. And I'll show a picture of what it looked like at the time.
what do you got there, friend? Yes, sir. She's flattened out pretty hard.
Yeah.
What kind do you think that is?
I don't know, some kind of round ball. Might be part of a 69. Looks like there might be some rings there. See it?
Yeah, just barely. It's hard to see. It could have split. It's like that one piece I found earlier.
Heavy. It's lead.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
There's
a good
one for him.
Yep. Huzzah.
Yep.
All right. Good deal, man. Brian and I were talking. He found a 1941 penny, and I just found this beautiful 1942 quarter. Look at this. Just as nice as the day it was dropped. Pistol ball. Appears to be about a 36 caliber. It may have been a 44. I can't really tell. It's been flattened really bad, but that is our a bullet that we found here, and it may have even been carved on. I think that bad boy's been carved into a little tiny die. I'm here with Big Randy. I'm here with Brian the Relic, and here we are. We are at Fort Boreman Park, right here where they're putting in the new playground, and I found this 58 caliber before Brian came, and so we didn't get a chance to see where it was dug, but it was just dug on the other side of this post corner, about maybe 15-20 feet down over that bank where the bulldozer skidded a new place in the ground. Just found this, and it's not a belt buckle, but it is a huge hunk of brass. And like he says, it's period. It's got a heck of a patina to it, and it's heavy. And it's beveled here on this end. See that right there? Mm-hmm. And it's got a little bit of a beveling here, thicker on the sides. Could it have been something for the artillery, maybe?
Something for a wedge, maybe.
Yeah, something for a wedge. Well, we've got a mystery item, and we'll try to clean this up and see what it is. And if he comes out clean, we'll show you what it is. If not, it is what it is.
Yep.
What we have over here is Long Tom. Now, Long Tom was a fixture here on top of Fort Boreman Hill many, many years ago. And the Grand Army of the Republic wanted to have an artillery piece, and they begged the federal government, who had a surplus of these things, and they brought it up here, put it on, as you can see, a iron trackway, and put railroad wheels and a wooden carriage, and they would fire it. Of course, the thing of it was, when they fired this, it broke a lot of windows down in Parkersburg, and it bothered the people in the hospital. Various situations occurred. The cannon was spiked at one time. Another time somebody stole it, and they were getting ready to crack it up at the wrecking yard, and somebody saw it hanging from the crane being ready to drop, and they quickly purchased it for the scrap price, and they brought it back. And then it was sent to Parkersburg City Park, where it was placed on a concrete plinth, and it rested there for over 50-60 years until they decided to bring it back up here to Fort Boreman, and they built this beautiful siege carriage for it. And you know, this one, I believe Brian and I were talking, it was foundered. They put it in the foundry in 1863 is when it was made. But as you can see, there's some other information there. You can stop this and read this at any time. Pretty impressive piece, actually. And as you can see right here, if you look real careful, I get this right here, you can see here, this one says Fort Pitt, and there it's got 1863 right there, and then there's 35, I can't quite make that out, 35 16-pound, I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of information here. It looks like an OPK if I'm reading it right.